All right, Pipsqueak, you know what time it is. It's swirly o'clock. Fellas, let's go.
There's nobody even behind you. What are you talking about?
Oh.
Have a nice day, man.
Don't tell me what to do.
So chances are you've probably watched a show or movie that takes place in a school or high school. And I always remember thinking that they made absolutely no sense with these stereotypes that they portray. For instance, let's take bullying. Now, bullying is a thing that actually happens, but I guarantee in this millennium, ain't nobody's gotten a swirly except for me. I have. I remember it vividly. Another thing, do people like genuinely get bullied for wearing glasses? Like some of the coolest people wear glasses. Ryan Reynolds wears glasses, and I mean, he's a pretty good looking man. Like maybe if you show up to school dressed like Steve Urkel, you might get some weird looks, but that's a show. That doesn't actually happen. Another stereotype that I found never made any sense was that jocks or athletes were always like the dumbest in the show. Like, step in any NFL huddle and it'll sound like they're speaking a foreign language.
Explode to gun, double right, flip zebra, scat left, wide drag, X hook, F trail, alert, 52, sprint draw, easy, on two, ready, break.
Like, this is more complex than a white woman's Starbucks order. All that yap just for it to be like a run up the middle. Like, I'm pretty sure you actually have to have, good grades to play sports. You can't just have the thug from the back of the class go on the basketball court. Also, in a lot of these movies, why is it always the smart kid who gets picked on for being smart? Like, I was always jealous of the smart kids because I was just never on their level. Like, sure, there's a couple young Sheldons in the world, but most cases, not to sound like your dad here or something, but they're probably going to be your boss one day. Like in pretty much every other facet of life, we look up to people who are like successful. Smart people usually are successful. And I know this video is mainly about like high school, but I remember watching the Diary of a Wimpy Kid movies like before I went to middle school. And this made middle school look like prison. It was so dramatic. I love it. Like, I thought I was going to be sitting on the floor at lunch. I thought I was going to be losing wrestling matches to girls, and ew, girls have cooties. Apart from Diary of a Wimpy Kid, I feel like these were mainly shown in like the Dan Schneider Nickelodeon shows or like Disney Channel originals when they weren't talking about monkeys doing sign language. And now the kids got Darman, so it's never going away. This is another stereotype. I feel like nowadays nerd culture is kind of cool now. Like back in the day, if you liked like Star Wars or anime, people probably assumed that you smelled bad. But nowadays, it's cool to like those stuff. It's cool to like cool things. Like nowadays, it's cool to be genuinely passionate about something. It just makes you come off more likable. Like, please show me your life-sized Yoda statue. About like 10 years ago, if you enjoyed anime, people probably thought you smelled like Cool Ranch Doritos, and now you have people going Super Saiyan at their local gym cosplaying as anime characters. The switch up is crazy. But yeah, I just never understood these, especially the movies where it's like, oh, here's a rich, popular teen navigating the hardships of being, well, a rich, popular teen. The lesson from today's video is make sure to find Nielsen the nerd and give him a fat wedgie and a fat swirly and ask for his lunch money. Anyways, shout out to this guy. I got heavily inspired by his video similar to this, so go and show him some love because he's actually original. Anyways, thanks for tuning in. Love you.